Welcome back to the channel. This is Off the Pitch brought to you by Azar Studio. What a weekend. She came, she saw, and definitely conquered. The name on everybody's lip is no other than Iga Świątek, the first player in open era tennis to win a final in that manner. If you are hearing this course for the first time, it was 6-love against Amanda Anisimova. Did you see that coming? What a final. Onkani Sam joins me as we look at everything that transpired in the women's, in the ladies' final.
Yeah.
It was an incredible match, 57 minutes, the shortest final I've seen in a very long time. I did not expect it. I never expected it. In Nigerian term, Onkani Sam, it was disappointing.
Yeah, it was.
It was. That's the word I used to summarize it.
After the first
it was disappointing. Crazy.
After our first three service, right, I picked my phone. I wanted to tweet. I was like, this is going to be one of the easiest final. I was like, no, don't be faster than you do. You understand? Don't say something that later you're going to be regretting. Or later you have to take it back.
Yeah.
And the first game went. Second game, I was like, what's going on there? I could see how nervous she was. You could feel it. She was nervous. It was this, Is this me
here? Is this
me?
She didn't believe in herself. That's.
And she went all flat. And it happened on a day where Iga was eager. You understand? Iga Świątek was eager
she didn't want
to make history for herself. Why do I say so? I mean, because she claimed this guy is her idol, Nadal. And if you notice, she is called the Queen of Clay too.
Yeah, she is.
They call them the clay merchant, right?
I think
she has won four clay already.
Yeah.
And the same thing, in the number of years she's playing winning, those are the same thing that happened to, what's his name? Nadal.
To Nadal.
She has won one hard court, that's US. Nadal won Australian Open that's in his first 6 years.
Six
then
finals.
She won what they call it, Wimbledon. Same thing with Nadal. Then he celebrated like Nadal celebrated when he won the first line on the floor. So she has everything ready for herself. She's like, this is my day. I will make sure that I hold on to it, and it works for her perfectly. Now, like I said during the preview, it's been an easy ride for her. She has made it easy for herself. She played 3 games, just won. That was the second round against Katy McNally, right? I think, yeah. That was the only time. But if you go and check it,
it was straight set. It was
just two games, two straight sets, all through till she got to the final. Then getting to the final, make the final one of the most boring final ever, one of the most unentertaining finals.
So
ever.
why take out Sabalenka?
I saw a tweet.
If you're not ready to play,
I saw a tweet by somebody that Sabalenka need to be jailed for allowing herself to be knocked out by this, only for us to be given this kind of final. Because
it's painful, Onkani Sam, that I will pay such amount of money to watch a final. Probably maybe I didn't get a chance to get a ticket for the men's final.
Yeah.
And I pay such an amount of money to watch the ladies' final. And then before I sit to even enjoy my popcorn, okay, I can't eat in the Wimbledon, of course. You're not allowed to eat anything. But before you just sit down to probably, catch your breath well, the game is over.
The game is over.
Because
there was no fight.
How do you explain? The pain I had was in the first set. There was a point that she was, I think 40-15 up in the second point. When she won the first point, she was 40-15 up. You just needed one.
To
make it 1-1.
To win a game.
To win a game.
And she couldn't do that.
And then Swiatek came back, took it to deuce, advantage, and then I was like, what is happening?
Now that brings us back to what I said during the preview. I said, look, you know what? What happened to, what's her name? Sabalenka, that it was equally issue of mentality. She's a better player. But
yeah,
I don't know what was wrong that day. No matter what.
Was it luck?
I think
luck.
She lost composure. Something was wrong with her. I feel she has an issue.
Was she underrated as Anisimova?
Not really. I just feel it was a personal issue. It has to do with her, not because she underrated Anisimova, but she couldn't just. I think I wouldn't want to call it a block, but it could be that block because Grass has been a problem for her. She has gone to the semi-final twice. I think she has been to the final once or twice. Yeah. Lost it back to back, and it was okay. Will this time going to be different? Probably that was the thinking, and somehow it didn't just work for her. She made it a bit easy for Anisimova. And Anisimova looked like, I said it there, I said, look, with what I saw Anisimova did with the performance, she put up against Sabalenka, I'm giving her a little chance. I feel she has a chance. I'm not saying she's going to win, but I'm not going to be surprised if only for her to get to the final. And, she makes the final look like a child's play. People are angry, sincerely speaking.
Yeah, because people of course they have a right to be angry.
It happens before, but not an open era. I think 1988, right?
The last time it happened was
1988,
Steffi Graf,
yeah.
yes. Not
Steffi
in the
Graf
open
against,
era.
I think, Zverev mother.
Yes.
Nathaniel
She beat her
Zverev.
6-6.
Yeah, 6 or 6. And that was shot at 32 minutes. 32 minutes. It was that quick, it was that fast, it was that short. There was no fight completely. But with Anisimova, with your height, with everything, with the athletic build, with
See,
you know,
she's built for it.
She is.
Because she has the power.
She looks more masculine for me than even the
Iga
Iga.
Świątek.
But Iga was on a different level that day. She saw an opportunity, and guess what? She just, just like, we watched yesterday night, Chelsea saw an opportunity and they pounced on it with two of their hands. Same thing with Iga. She saw an opportunity and she didn't allow one of the, those chances to slip through her hands. She held it and she held it very tight. And finally, she's there. And, I was happy for her for one reason. Because of what she actually passed through.
Yeah.
This time last year, that was when the issue of that doping.
That doping and the ban.
Yeah, started. And here she is finally winning one of those championships that eluded her. Now she only have one championship to complete the whole season.
The career Grand Slam.
Yeah, a career Grand Slam. That's the Australian Open. Because she has the US Open. She won in 2022. She has won what they call
Roland
it.
Garros
Roland Garros 4 times. Now she has won the Wimbledon Open.
I think we won the Roland Garros back to back.
Roland Garros, yeah, back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back to back. Yeah, she did back to back.
Back to back.
And now Wimbledon Open, just one more Grand Slam. It will be a complete career Grand
And it also means that, of course, one of the very few players to win our first 6 Grand Slams. The first 6 finals she's got into, Iga Świątek has won all. Not losing a single Grand Slam final. She has been to. So, mentality-wise, she's strong. And to also caught that 6 years ago, was it 5 years ago rather, she won the Wimbledon Girls Champion, coming back to now win the ladies champion. It makes it the same thing Coco Gauff did, Coco Gauff won the Roland Garros as the girls champion and then came back and won it as the women's champion.
Just make it complete
for Iga Świątek over the weekend.
And now that now brings us back to the issue of the WTA. I think we need more from the WTA. Sincerely speaking, they will lose a lot of fans.
Yeah,
because people don't want to go and watch what would not entertain them.
Because I'm still trying to wrap my head around
the WTA need a face, and the WTA need a proper competition.
Because
competition
even in the round of 64, I don't think we saw a 6-love.
Not at all.
We didn't see.
Then on the final
of the Grand Slam, there was seeing a 6-love.
There was no fight. There was nothing. And how many games are actually competitive in WTA throughout this Roland Garros? I mean, throughout the Wimbledon. If you check it, number of participation,
offset.
That's it. A lot of upsets, and those upsets that didn't amount to anything. None of those upsets advanced because they were all at the end of the day. None of them got to a particular level. They were all knocked out.
Was it the Brazil? I'm trying to remember. Was it the lady that was the earlier upset that got knocked out in the quarterfinal? I'm trying to remember her name.
I forgot. But here is it right. Generally, the thing is this: there was no competition. It was a bit direct. Iga was a woman. And nobody pay attention to her because nobody thought she can do it. Because we were all talking about the Anisimova, we're talking about the Mira Andreeva, we're talking about Kukugov and nobody talk about Iga. And when Iga started, she was moving smoothly. We still didn't talk about her. Like I said, it was only in the second round that she lost a set. It means she won a Grand Slam without losing a set. She just reminded me of what this lady did. Imara Raducanu. That was why her Grand Slam was a golden Grand Slam. She won a Grand. I mean, she started from the qualifiers, got to the Grand Slam proper, won a Grand Slam without dropping a single set. And that's what she did yesterday. But before then, we're thinking she's still battling with what she faced. Somehow she put it aside. And so it was amazing, but it makes the WTA a game that I'm not eager, sincerely speaking, as I sit here today, right? I'm not eager to watch the bulk of the games WTA. Zabalenka, even though she's a bit dominant, but she doesn't give you that perfect dominance that you want. Like, okay, I can take anybody easily apart. No, she's struggling most of her game. Though she win, but not with a lot of ease. Iga was doing it, then the doping issue came up. But Iga is now back to probably doing the same thing because, come on, almost a golden Grand Slam.
Is this the beginning of the end for Anisimova? Could this become a problem for her? Because
it might throw her back to where she's
because
coming
the manner in which she lost could affect her.
The manner in which she lost is demeaning. It affects her confidence and her pride. It was humiliating. It was humiliating that people gathered. Some people were still trying to find their way into the arena.
Why she had lost
already. A Grand Slam final is over. Before some people even walk into the... Come on now. Well, people say the same thing. Before some people could sit down properly and watch Chelsea game yesterday, the game was almost over. So we see this. But come on, not to that a little fight. There were a little drama. In her case, there was no drama at all. Nothing so spectacular.
Nothing. For Iga Świątek.
She's back finally. She used to be the number one. She dominated.
The Grand Slam she's not won.
Just one of the Grand Slams.
Yeah, one of the Grand Slams she has not won. She's won it. Up next is the US Open, a chance to make it a seventh Grand Slam title, and probably then look ahead to next year's Australian Open, which of course is still plenty of months ahead. But I think right now she's now the lady to watch out for.
Yeah, she is. Her ranking has gone up, and she gave us what we want from a proper poster girl of the WTA. That dominance, you understand? That commanding, performance. That playing with confidence. I know how to play this game, and I know my place in this game, and I'm playing it with that conviction. You understand? She gave us that feeling. We've not had that feeling for a while right now. Most of the times when you watch this thing, it's always gonna give this little bit. So at times you ask a lot of questions. I mean, I remember last year. I mean, for the past 3 seasons, let me even say this: for the past 3 or 4 years, we've not actually have a winner that repeat. The same thing the following year.
Yeah, the following year.
2021.
We've had 8 different winners.
Yeah, 8 different winners. Rybakina, Krejcikova, Vandrousova.
Like
now Iga Świątek, and in all these things, Zabalenka couldn't still win. Because it was like a merry-go-round. Everybody was winning, but she couldn't win up to now. And somehow she's still the face of WTA. But I think this person is coming back to her place. Iga is to be the face. Iga is, because by the end of the year is open, Iga probably might take over. And she'll come back to her place, her former position in tennis.
Well, of course, for Iga Świątek, the 8th seed will now I think she will rank number 8 right now. She's moved up.
No, she was ranked number 8 before the final, right?
Yeah.
Was she 8? Yeah, no, she was 6 before.
Seeded 8.
She was seeded 8, right? I think she's moving up to is it 6?
But one thing is certain that our rankings will definitely go up and go up after this. For Anisimova, even though our ranking will also improve, but the manner at which she lost in the final, it was not befitting for a women for the
still went on with 2.something million pounds,
which is good enough. I think it's money in the pocket, but not in the face, because our reactions said it all. She was not happy. Something was definitely wrong with her. Our team was also not happy. I think the team was also not happy with the manner in which she lost. And even though she said that she will be back, she's not happy that it happened this way, but she will definitely be back. But can she really come back?
See, I think what we're saying here, right? We're not saying that you shouldn't lose or you shouldn't lose a game, but lose a game with a confidence. I mean, with pride. Lose a game with some dignity. Don't lose with a lot of humility. Don't lose without confidence completely. No. Yes, anybody, I mean, that was be a loser at the end of the day. But we're not saying don't lose in such a scandalous manner where people wouldn't have anything to say about it completely. Come on. It's not the way to go. It's not the way to go for her.
Well, it's not the way to go for Amanda Anisimova. We're hoping an American will now repeat the likes of Coco Gauff winning the Grand Slam. Serena Williams also winning the Grand Slam, but it was not to be for Anisimova. And it was Iga Świątek who won the Wimbledon, her 6th Grand Slam title. It means that she now needs one more, the Australian Open, to complete a career Grand Slam. She's won the French Open 4 times. She's won the US Open once, and now the Wimbledon once. It just remains the Australian Open for Sabalenka. Of course, the 2026 will give her a chance to maybe become the 9th different winner of the Wimbledon. But for now, it is 8 straight winners for the women's category. It's crazy how everybody just comes to Wimbledon and then there's a new winner at the end of the day. From 128 players, it was Iga Świątek who stood tall at the final order to become champion at the Wimbledon. Congratulations to Swiatek, where she goes next. Of course, there's still one more Grand Slam this year before the end of the year, and that's, of course, the US Open. It goes back to hardcourt, right?
Yeah, it goes back
to hardcourt. So the US Open.
We have 2 hardcourt, 1 grass, 1 clay.
So it goes back to hardcourt for her. So she'll probably look at herself and say, I've won on the clay, I've won on the grass. Let's end the season on the hardcourt and see if we can win it. Off the Pitch, brought to you by Azar Studios.